Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact,
Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be very special to me because this will be all about the pins that I've made and how I made them and why I made them. Last week they arrived and they are so pretty. I will insert some footage of them in close-up so that you can see them a bit better. If you would like one of these for yourself, I put a link in the description, and it would mean the world to me if you would buy one, because you can not only support me but also support my web shop so that I can make more products for you guys. Because I made these pins, I thought it would be a nice idea to make a video about how I made them. I got a lot of questions immediately after I announced that I even was making pins, like if I could film the process, for example, and I did for a little bit, but I thought it would be much more convenient to make a Q&A video about this while I show you a bit of the process. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so I picked out 5 questions from you guys, and these ones were the ones that were asked most frequently. It's a difficult word to pronounce when you're not a native English speaker. Oh my gosh. So these were the ones who were most frequently asked, if I'm correct. I think that is. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the first and most asked question that I'm going to answer is, where did I order them? And I get that this is a question that everybody wants an answer to, because I was one of them. But I found my answer and I'm going to share it with you guys. So, first of all, there are many ways to order pins. One of the ways is to order through a web shop in your own country. Here in the Netherlands, for example, we have a few websites where you can order pins, and I bet that wherever you're from, you can order pins from your country too. Which is great, because you can communicate in your own language, and you can upload your design and everything is nicely explained to you, but it's much more expensive. All these websites do is order them for you in China. And I know a few creators who do this, and they are extremely happy with the way they order their pins, and that's great. But there is also another option, because you can skip the whole order in your own country thing, and you can search for a manufacturer in China yourself. And that's what I did. So what I did was I went to Alibaba.com. If I'm correct, I will display the website over here. And Alibaba is basically some kind of AliExpress. You can compare it with that, I think. But the difference is that on AliExpress you can buy stuff that's already made and manufactured. But on Alibaba you can order your own designs. So that's the difference, basically. So on Alibaba you have all these kinds of manufacturers, and when you search for pins you will find hundreds of them. But how are you going to choose which one is the right one for you? Well, first of all, before you are going to search for a manufacturer, you of course have to know what kind of pin you want to make. So you have your design, you know how big you want your pin to be, how many colors there are in your pin, because the more colors the more expensive. So my design had 5 colors, and for example how many pin bags you want, because for example mine has 2, and this is because when one gets loose or gets lost, the other one will still be there to hold on, and the design won't shift or turn around on your jacket or whatever you want to pin this on. So that's why I chose for 2 pin bag designs. And you want to know beforehand if you want a soft enamel pin or a hard enamel pin, and mine is soft. And what this means you have to search for yourself, because I'm not going to explain everything, because this video will be hours long and we don't want that. So those are things you have to know before you are going to pick out some manufacturers. Step 2 is find some manufacturers that you possibly would like. You can look at the price range, you can look at what pictures they have, what kind of information they have, because what we're going to do is we are going to email your manufacturer with a list of things you want to know from them. So I picked around 3 manufacturers that looked great to me, and I sent them all the same email. with 4 kinds of questions so that you can compare which one you are going to choose. And for the record, you can mail as many manufacturers as you would like. I chose 3 because otherwise it would be way too many for me personally, but you can email anyone. So yeah. So on to the questions that you should ask in your email, and you can copy paste this email to any manufacturer, so you only have to write this once. Okay, so question 1. How much does it cost to produce 100 units? So that's the start amount. They mostly make pins from 100 units. So that's a question you would like to know the answer to so that you can compare the price range. The second question is, how fast is the turnaround time? And the turnaround time is the time that it will take them to make the pin and send it to you. So that's from the moment you send them your design up till it arrives at your home. And that's important to know if you're on a deadline or anything, but it's just generally nice to keep in mind. Okay, so the third question is also very important, and I will explain to you why afterwards. Do you accept payment terms of 50% upfront and 50% once a photo of the final product pin is approved by me? So it's important to pay 50% upfront, so that they are sure you are serious about this, and you are sure that they are serious about this too. And you will pay the next 50% if they will send you a picture of what your pin will be looking like. And that's just to be sure that you are satisfied with the end result, because once they are made, there's no turning back. And it's very nice to see what it's going to look like before you pay all of it. And it's all just to be sure of where your money is going and if it's all going as you wish, because it's a lot of money and you just want to be sure. So, and after that they will ask you if you could pay the other half. So that's how that works, and it's very important that the manufacturer is okay with this, because if not, I don't advise you to produce your pin with them. And question 4, also very important, like the rest of the questions, is, can I be sure that my designs won't be distributed, reused and or sold without my permission? And this is a thing that happens way too often, and it's such a bummer, because once they make your pin, they have the mold, so they can reproduce them themselves if they want to. So it's very important to arrange this beforehand and to know for sure that they won't distribute your design or reuse it or anything. Okay, so that's out of the way. This was the most important question, and I wanted to tell you all about this before I answered the rest of the questions. So let's get on with it. Okay, next question is, what kind of file did you deliver to the manufacturer? And this is a great question, because I didn't expect you could deliver such a variety of files. You can even send in your drawing on paper and they will make a design which will cost a bit more, but that's amazing. But the thing that I did is I made my design in Procreate, so that's basically a Photoshop file or a PNG, but I know that at the manufacturer they always convert it to a vector file, and this is a file you can make in Adobe Illustrator, and I have Adobe Illustrator, so I thought, why not do it myself, because I will have every little detail in my own hand. So in Procreate I drew a very clean version of the pin design, and I took it into Illustrator, and there you have a conversion tool. I don't know exactly the name of it now. I think it's called masking or something. I don't know for sure, but it basically transforms your PNG file into a vector design. Once I did that, I made sure that all the little details were on the correct places, and I made sure that everything was nice and smooth. Yeah, when I was done with that, I sent the manufacturer a PDF file of a vector file. I can show you what it looked like. It was just a PDF file, and I think I took a lot of time out of their hands by doing that, so I can recommend that. Because before they start manufacturing your pin, they always send an example which they make in Illustrator. I will show you my example. Here you can see how the back will look and how the front will look and which colors they are going to use, and you have to approve of this before they start the whole process. And the last question of this video, because it's going to be a long one I think, is, are you going to make more pins? And I think the answer is yes. It has been so great to see your reaction to my design and you guys ordering it, but I think it will take a while for me to make another one, unless you guys all say please make one tomorrow, because I can. I have an idea in mind which I'm not going to tell you yet, but yeah, I would love to make some more, because it's such a special feeling to hold something in your hand which which you designed. It's amazing. It's like a thing now, you know what I mean? So yeah, this was the video, you guys. If you have any more questions, you can always leave them below. And also, if you have any ideas for what my next pin design should be, please let me know, because it would be so cool if you could think with me about this new design that I will make somewhere in the future. So that it could be a little collaboration. I mean, how cool would that be? And for now, I want to thank you for watching. I really hope you liked it and you found it helpful. If you want to, please like the video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, because I would love to have you here. Have a great day, and I will hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!